Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Morgan Lopez and I'm a second year student here at RIT. Today I wanted to talk about how different supplemental programs at RIT can help my personal and career development, even help me with my personal interests, curiosities, and hobbies. Throughout the programs here to achieve a master's, a bachelor's, or the likes, there are some supplemental programs that can help a student expand in their academic and personal interests. So let's get right into it. To start, one of the most significant factors that students look into when enrolling into this school and choosing this school is having the opportunity to dive into various topics, multiple subjects, and different interests. The majority of students enrolled at RIT have a multidisciplinary mindset. They are multidisciplinary, meaning they like to explore multiple subjects. I know for myself this was true. When I was looking into RIT, I saw all of the opportunity that I could have here. I could do a lot of things all around. I saw that there was the ability to create your own major of sorts, to switch your major throughout your years, and to do a lot of big projects in research and a whole lot of other things. That attracted me, and that is also what attracts a lot of other students here. That being said, one of the things that can help a student fulfill multiple disciplines is the majors, minors, and immersions. So my major is biochemistry, and right now I'm in a position where I am thinking of adding an additional discipline. And so what I am working towards is choosing an immersion. So an immersion is a series of 3 courses. It can be related to or absolutely unrelated to your major. And if you take 2 more courses in the related subject, it can even become a full-on minor. One thing though is that not all immersions are minors and not all minors are immersions. So if anything, check with your advisor on that. But essentially, an immersion is meant to help further your education in another topic. For example, if I was just doing biology instead of my major as biochemistry, I could do an immersion in chemistry. The chemistry would help a lot of the things that I'm learning in biology, and it would also give me a boost with future employers, seeing that I have more knowledge in multiple subjects or in related subtopics. Right now, what I am looking at is an immersion possibly in psychology or communications or another section of science. And these will help me in different situations. For example, psychology helps me learn of people, why they do things the way they do, what can help motivate a person, and different things like that. So I could use that psychology in my workplace to help myself with my teammates. Or on the other hand, communications, that could help me communicate with my partners. And me being a biochemist, there's a lot of teamwork and a lot of working with other organizations and other parts of the company, so that could be really beneficial to me. And basically, if I choose that communications immersion, it could be supplemental to my major and to my overall career and personal skills. So there are many uses to an immersion, and it can also be a personal interest. For example, there are immersions in languages. So if I wanted to learn Portuguese, which it is a goal of mine in the future, I could also do my immersion in Portuguese and fulfill my personal interests. In addition, minors can help complement a student's major. It can help them develop another area of expertise or enable them to pursue an area of personal interest. Once again, just like the immersion. So just within those 3 programs, the majors, the minors, and the immersions, there's a lot you can do to advance yourself. Next up is perspectives. To give you a sense of what perspectives are, I am currently taking a psychology class. This psychology class teaches me a lot of how the mind works, the way people are, things that motivate people, and all of the sorts like that. And I am also taking a global perspective, and this class is Intro to Global Health, hence the name. Not only does it help me satisfy my interests in global health and looking at the world from a bigger view, but it also helps me put things into different perspectives. For example, as my biochemistry major, I can sort of start to see how I can use that major to help on a global level, or how I could apply my work to major world problems. What I like about perspectives is that it sort of pushes me to dip my toes into other topics that I may normally not choose to dive into. And like its name, it helps me see different perspectives and different viewpoints. And then of course, there's other perspectives like ethical, artistic, natural science inquiry, scientific principles, and mathematics. So there's a lot you can do just within those topics. Next up is general education electives, and this is where you have a little bit more flexibility to choose personal interests. It can help you dive into topics that you are personally interested in or even curious about. Overall, in electives, there is a whole variety of choice and there's a whole lot of options that you can choose from semester to semester. For my program specifically, there are a lot of biology and chemistry electives. For example, one class that I've really been interested in taking is biology in the law. And this class basically is like a simulation of a court and cases and things like that, but related to biology and biological ethics and things of those sorts. So I find that class really interesting and hopefully I can take it in the future, but essentially it gives me another idea of what I can do in biology and things that are related to my major. Then for personal likes, I can also take some sorts of business courses or personal finance, or I can take a class that's called painting for non-majors, which can improve my hobby of painting, which I really like to do. So there's a lot of options and a lot of elective options between each college, and there's a lot you can do here. Like I'm saying, a lot you can do here. There's so many things that you can choose from. Not only could I improve personal skills, for example, taking a public speaking class for my own self, but I could also dive into my hobbies like the painting class. And last but not least, there are wellness courses. And wellness courses are basically what their name is, for your own wellness. So there's a lot of range here as well, from music to fitness to health and overall wellness type courses. Some examples are volleyball, jewelry making, and financial fitness. These classes also vary, but they tend to be very fun and easy and just for you to ease and relax during a class, because semesters can get very hard, so you can have a class just to go have fun. So overall, throughout the supplemental programs, there's a lot of opportunity to dive in and explore new subjects, new topics, and new interests, and even new hobbies. There's a lot you can do to expand your skills in many areas. And there's a lot you can do to gain more knowledge towards your major, other academic subjects, and even outside of your major. You might find something new that you're interested or something new that you like, something new you might want to minor in as well. So that's the gist of it. Essentially, there's a lot you can do here within supplemental programs. Don't forget to check out the Tiger Talk blog page and also check out the RIT undergraduate YouTube channel.